Produced by SamHU, the truth behind Geldgeil. This has been a big part of my life for the past 2 years, and not by choice at all. It all started with jealousy. I started to play with Uncle in Crime Spree years ago. I showed and taught him many strats inside of Crime Spree. Hell, he even used to worship me as a god. But then when people would want to play Crime Spree, they would ask me. They would come to the known player in the Crime Spree world, and that made Uncle jealous. Jealous to the point of he would friend people on my friends list and start spreading rumors to them. Rumors anywhere from I'm farming my hours, I'm cheating, a bad player. If I would ever bring this up to Uncle, he would get upset and be like, no, I'm not doing that. The purpose of this video isn't me complaining, it isn't meant to be childish, it's actually meant to show the truth. So one of the first things that Uncle claims is that I farm my hours. One thing that he doesn't mention in any of his videos or at all is that I use a software that I run 24/7 nearly. He would also claim that I'm cheating with my achievements, but here's proof otherwise, as well as a video on my own YouTube. So what the process of that was I reset my achievements and then went onto my old save file, and then it gave me all of my achievements back. One of the first things that they came up with was I was a, in quotations, bad player. When these guys would run around with Anarchist and Stoic in the most broken builds there is, while I'm running around in a build that's non-meta and non-meta weapons. At first sight on a build like that, yeah, most people would think that you're bad. But the reality of it is, you don't need things like Inspire or even a meta perk deck like an Anarchist. So with this, I hope to shine some light on Uncle's lies. Because inside his eyes, he doesn't like that I have 10k hours in the game. He doesn't like how I can play the game casually. He doesn't like how I play my builds. He doesn't like any of this stuff because it makes him look like he's a bad player, which the end result of that is he becomes jealous. And that's where it all came from, was jealousy. This led to the original rumors being spread. When I played Crime Spree with Uncle and I taught him the consistent strats that I ran inside Crime Spree, this is something that he started to make YouTube videos on and give no credit to me with. And that is not the only instance of him stealing something from me. He has stolen emotes, he has stolen my playstyle, whole builds that he's, uploaded to YouTube, and without me, Uncle would have never made a single Crime Spree challenge video. I inspired him to try and get better. I've had multiple instances of where I could catch Uncle and Kev both inside these Pokemons at the bottom of my chat. The original instance of this happening was when Uncle stole my Crook build. I see Uncle and Kev both in my chat at the exact same time, and I tell my chat that this build is going to get stolen, and then 2 weeks later, it gets stolen. Also, this is something that many players may not actually know. I was part of the original TSD clan, but Uncle was as well. When he found out that Meme Daddy was cool with me, he didn't like that and it made him really jealous. And then he continued to spread rumors inside the TSD clan claiming that I'm cheating. Uncle even went to the extent to try and join the Professional Heisters Veterans clan so that he can think that he's a good player, and that he could also try and spread rumors to these players as well. One of the things that Uncle actually said to me when he did join that clan was, "These guys think I'm a professional as well. Suck it, cuck." Back in February and March of 2020, I was actually the most watched Payday 2 streamer. But this is also the time period that Uncle released his first video, an act of complete jealousy and anger. I would like to point out that the person who is currently right underneath me on that statistic is currently having a high view rate because of the TSD members in the community. Everybody that has surrounded themselves by Uncle, Carrot, or Kev has benefited since this situation. I was a daily Payday 2 streamer, providing flashy gameplay and knowledgeable content to the world, which was one of the reasons why I was high viewed at that time period. My old friend Mustard Seeds used to do a lot of artwork for me, things from my profile picture, emotes, chibis, and was pasted inside my description on my main channel of who did my emotes, with using her chibi as the picture. I would have provided the full picture, but I could not find the full picture in this time period, sorry. If I still had Mustard on my Steam friends list, I would be able to provide actual messages between us that talk about me and the emotes, but sadly she unfriended me, so I cannot provide the actual evidence for this. But Mustard did all my emotes on my main channel. She did my profile picture, she did my follower sub badge, everything that basically is an essential for your Twitch. But something else I'd like to point out, she never asked for commission. Even times that I would offer to pay her, she would not take it. I did gift her one game on side of her Steam wish list, which was there for years and years. It was a $30 game. Another thing Mustard specifically told me was she did not really care what I did with her emotes. She was making them for me as a friend. But that all changed when Uncle and Carrot both became friends with her. In their brainwashing methods, they were able to, make her file a DMCA claim on me. This act was to try and get me out of the Payday 2 community. Sadly, it did not work, as you can see. The DMCA removed my account for a day and then did not allow me access to my account again. One of the issues I had on my main account was I couldn't sign back into my account because I didn't have a phone number that it sent me a text to. So when they filed the DMCA against me, it signed me out of my account for that day, and then the next day, I couldn't sign back in. The elaborate mastermind plan from Uncle actually worked out. Another thing I want to touch on, Mustard used to message me hours and hours, and she would always complain about TSD members who joined her games or whatever the case is. She was a person that had strong opinions on whoever played with her, and she always had to, type or say something about, the situation. At first, when I seen she friended Carrot, it was a little fishy to me because he is a TSD member, and then things that she has said in the past about TSD members just threw a red flag. The exact same thing when she friended Uncle, it was a big red flag because he is another TSD member that she, quite often, shit talked on these players for. And she always chased the clout, meaning the viewers, which is where Uncle and her became friends because he's a slightly more popular person at this time period. She is a person that is always in the forums on Payday 2, so it's something in her eyes that is going to allow her to become slightly more popular. Some people like to say that I started this as well. Uncle was the first one to release videos on me. Uncle brought the whole TSD clan against me. Uncle as well has created a meme on me. The first instance of looking at someone's stats on my stream was a reaction from Carrot, Kev, and Uncle claiming that I'm a bad player, so the only reason I can, reasonably figure out how you see if someone's a bad player is to go to their statistics. Some may claim that's where this whole thing started, but in reality, Carrot, Kev, and Uncle were all, shit-talking me behind my back, and I was knowing of it. So that's where my YouTube videos came. It was all from a reaction, not from me starting anything. I know my old videos are clearly shitposting, but the contents inside those videos are extremely important. So starting off with TSD and the racism that goes on with inside their clan. As you can see within this picture, you've got multiple admins and, higher ranking people inside the clan, and then one guy calls me, a racist slur, and nothing happens at all. This is not the only instance of this happening inside the TSD clan. It actually happens every single day. As well as inside of Uncle's Discord, it is full of racism, as I can start showing. Sadly, I cannot provide any of the recent acts of this inside of his Discord because I have been removed from his Discord. One of the pictures inside Uncle's Discord is him in a screenshot of him saying the N-word. Another thing that is inside of his Discord that Uncle actually posts a lot of is very violent videos of people being murdered or decapitated. You've got people all throughout this Discord that are either named as a racist slur or are just being racist in general. And these are known people in the Payday community, people that you would find in other people's streams like Anubis, Rob Thanatos, Bcroth. Something that I want to shed and bring to light currently. Uncle in the past has been banned on Twitch for using the N-word on livestream, in quotations, as a joking manner. As seen, the people that are in the comments here being TSD members actually don't care what he did. They're out here joking and laughing with him. And for some reason, Twitch allowed him to come back to Twitch after being racist on a live stream. Current day, Uncle is currently banned on Twitch for 7 days as well for another, instance. This instance is unclear to me because he actually didn't make a post on it and it actually was a rumor. The rumor was he either used a homophobic slur, which was an F word, or he used an F word in a stream that is, not 18 plus. What the main source of what it is the F word being used on his live stream, and I believe is because he doesn't have his live stream tagged as an 18 plus stream. Or he's blatantly using it at someone being like, F you dude, or like, get the F out of here, or you're effing dumb, like something like that would be my other assumption. But Twitch yet again gave him a slap on the wrist and only a 7-day ban, so he will be returning to Twitch. Ever since Uncle's second video has been released on me, I get raided inside my live streams by TSD members or Uncle members, anybody that's related to the situation. Some of the things they do, they will come to my stream inside my game and then type something that is a bit weird. Something along the lines of this. Apparently there's a rumor going around that there's something on, an unspecified website that is me. They claim that the person is roughly the same age as me, but that's it. The reason I know about this is because of a guy named Mr. Toxic Man. He joined my game one time and my live stream, and that was the very first thing he typed. I kicked him and banned him, and then he joined my live stream and did it again. When I threatened him to report him to an overkill moderator, he actually opened up and started showing remorse for what he did. And he started spilling the beans and answering some questions. Some of the questions that I asked is why he was sent and who sent him. He said he was sent from Carrot's Discord. Reason was to just be funny apparently. And then further asking him why he typed that specific thing into my chat. He says people claim that this video on the internet is me, but the only proof is possibly the age. I am actually 21 years old, but I've heard is that the person inside that video is apparently 20 years old. And no, I will not be providing the video, nor will I even be searching for this video. Even in the past, Uncle has been confirmed to send people to my streams, to my games, and into my, YouTube videos to ruin and or just try and be, children. Even to the people that he, friended on my friends list, they, some specifically would be like, hey, this guy named Uncle is saying all this stuff about you. And then, when I would try to bring that to Uncle, as I mentioned earlier, he would get really upset and be like, no, that's not me. Back when I was 18, I broke my knee. I was 7.5 months unable to move. I was sat inside a knee immobilizer and all I could do was sit inside my bed. During this time period is when I, started to grind Payday 2 like crazy on my laptop. I was still in high school at this time. I was on my last year of high school. My self-esteem dropped. I didn't really have any friends at this point and started to get bullied in school. I feel like I've had enough of this bullying and harassment from this group and from these people. The Payday community is supporting people like this. The Payday community is supporting people that are racist, supporting people that are bullies. Ever since TSD and Uncle has surfaced onto the Payday community has become way more toxic. Only you guys can stop supporting this monster in the community. And to Twitch. I hope somebody from Twitch gets to see this, because how many chances could you give someone? He's going to get banned for being racist on stream. You guys give him a slap on the wrist, and then he gets banned again and gets another slap on the wrist. Be sure to always report Uncle for his actions or his racist doing, because they try to hold me to my actions, so it's only fair to hold them to their actions. I appreciate anybody who has actually made it to this part in the video. I tried to make this video as professional as I could and as legit as it could be. I have spent years playing this game, accumulated over 10,000 hours. I've spent my time so that you guys won't have to spend all of your time. Thank you guys for watching. If you did like it, leave a like for me please. Leaving comments is definitely appreciated. I love interacting with you guys. And if you haven't already, maybe sub to me.